6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Here you'll only find real news, not the fake news like those fake channels.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good.
I still didn't go to Twitter. Twitter's still being a butt. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a good morning. I've got like a sneeze that's been hanging there forever. I might get lucky to actually show itself here. Well, finally got a little bit of rain. It was funny. Yesterday
Victory has appeared.
Sugar Creek area where I was in a test kitchen doing canning stuff and whatnot. At first it was real nice, and then it just started pouring like crazy. And about the time I get turned into town here, it's still raining, and then I start heading up the hill toward my house, and it's dry. It just completely went away, and I'm like, you can't be serious. This is not a thing, is it? There was no rain. It was completely dry, and I was like, no, I have to water.
I told Allie about it last night, and she's like, "Are you serious?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, he's serious." She's like, 3 blocks away.
and I just said, and although later on it did rain, we had a hailstorm again, and I thought that was going to be my moisture was going to be the hailstorm, but then it started raining. So
no damage to the garden from the hail, right?
I don't know. I didn't go out this morning yet, so
Okay.
hopefully not. I could see from the window my security camera that my cucumbers on their last leg. So I do have some planted, but they this heat and everything, they're not growing.
Well, the good news is you could plant some more seeds. There's still time.
Oh yeah, that's why I said I planted more seed, but they're just not growing. Hopefully, this week is we're heading into a cold front. It's just going to be in the upper 80s.
I was going to say we're in the upper 80s here. So today's the first morning we've had 70% humidity, which is good from our 97 to 100%. And those percentages are without rain, by the way.
Yeah. And actually, your area is in the news too, by the way.
Oh, of course. It's all over the place. Yeah.
Well, we got Gal Southern Living in here. We got B Charmin, ER, well, of course. We got WTH, Harvest Mary Moon. Good to see you. Bubble Bibble. I think I saw Vicky in here too at some point. Yeah, there we go. Vicky. Bushy Bot's here too.
Yes.
Jennifer. I don't know if Jennifer's still up in there or not. But, oh boy. And I hope you guys won't be disappointed, but um, I'm skipping the Trump thing this morning. I want to give a few days rest on it because there is so much lies going on with this thing. You know, the assassination attempt thing. It's just ridiculous. And I think right now, I think it's a good time for a break from it because, ooh, yeah, it's. I mean, some of the stuff it's like way out there. They've got they AI generated images of this guy, the bad guy, and put a dress on him, and
Hmm.
it's just ridiculous. Anyways, let's get on to the news. And oddly enough, let's go ahead with this guy. Alec Baldwin says he may sue prosecutor, sheriff over the Rust trial. Again, this it it irritates me that people don't think of the ones that lost their lives in whatever situation it is, as long as they get their 2 cents in and be seen. Who cares about the families, of the deceased? Who cares about them? And it's just that's what it is right here. He doesn't need the money. He's got tons of money that he doesn't need the money to sue these people. It's just, oh, look at me, He has to get the spotlight over everything else, and the first thing it should be is the poor girl who lost her life and her family.
Exactly.
And it seems like everybody forgets when there's a tragedy, there are people involved in that tragedy, be it innocent bystanders or those who had to witness this. Um, Everybody forgets about that stuff. And
He's not
I'm
going
not
to get
gonna.
anything though.
Oh no, that's
You
what I
know,
mean. It's just
I mean
he
they
has to be in the spotlight about it
right
and saying, "Oh,
because
I'm big."
you gotta make meet minimal standards to even bring a case against anybody,
Oh
and
yeah,
get one in
especially.
front of a jury of his peers. And if they found him not guilty, so be it. But as far as turning around and suing, that's not gonna. That dog won't hunt. Mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah. And our next bit of news here is on some AI news, and I thought this was you know Japan is way up there in the tech stuff. They're I would say above us. And more than 40% of Japanese companies have no plan to make use of AI. A lot of companies in Japan are, no, they don't want no part of AI. They did a survey and everything uh, with a bunch of firms and everything that are in Japan, and uh, 506 of these companies from July 3rd to the 12th, roughly 250 of these firms responding on trying to keep it hush hush what they're doing. They don't want to they don't want to give out too much information, but 24% respondents said they have already introduced AI into their businesses, and 35 are planning to do so, and that while the remaining 41% have no plans at all of going the AI route that they know of. Because uh, basic AI could be just,
That
I
crow I
have
just heard, that was AI.
I have a bot in my channel. It could be considered AI.
Right.
Mhm.
Because all it is just a script, and it's an automatic, you know.
But how do we know that Japan's AI isn't telling us that they're not going to use AI?
Yeah, that's a whole little rabbit hole you could go through
Mhm.
on that. Yeah. Uh, but I thought that was um now they're big on I think it's MAGA. No, not MAGA. It's the anime stuff they call it. I forget what it is now.
Right.
Um, but anyway, a lot of times it's based on AI and how evil it is and stuff because that they kind of they a lot of their anime and stuff is about a lot of robots and stuff like that, and it's kind of the evil side of things. So that I don't know, maybe puts a fear into them about it.
Could be.
Um, and our next little tidbit here. Hey. And yes, scary experiment. Denmark to tax livestock emissions. Yes, that means their farts. Yeah.
Something stinks about this story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a CO2 tax, and I know what they're going to do. They're each cow is projected to fart so many times, so they're going to say, well, during his lifespan, you have to pay so and so tax. And a lot of people think, what are they going to do? They're going to have a meter
We
set
Yeah.
made
up on the back end of the cow and stuff. But
we made
uh,
jokes about this years ago. Remember? What are they going to
yeah,
do? Tax the farts? And here we go.
yeah, and it's basically the small farmer. It has nothing to do with global warming because they don't care. They have they don't care about that. The whole thing is get rid of that small farmer so they can control the food. That's it. That's all it is. If you believe it's in anything else other than that, um, like you know, who was that little girl that ran around saying that we're gonna die?
Oh God, get me started on her.
Um,
Oh, you mean the one that
Gretchen,
George Soros
Gretchen,
paid? Yeah, Gretchen's
yeah,
up. Yeah.
yeah. Whoops, we're still here,
Mm.
and nothing has changed with the climate. All this money that's been put into making the climate better, it didn't. Nothing changed. Nothing changed about it. So evidently, these people in upper governments and whatnot don't know what they're talking about. Plain simple. Now, this one, this here story pretty much hits kind of home with um, Lake because she witnessed some tornadoes and stuff up in upstate New York and whatnot. But it's just not there. It's this storm went from one end to the other, and uh, there was issues from Arkansas, Missouri, the Illinois, Michigan, the the whole 9 yards, and you can see damage here and there, buildings and whatnot. Um, you want to talk a little bit about what went it up in New York with the tornadoes?
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it started obviously in Western New York. I know confirmed they had really like a lot of damage in Rome, New York, and that's Western New York. So, like over there by Buffalo.
Yeah.
And this storm at that time was moving 45 miles per hour. And it kept weakening, and then it would open and then get stronger. So it was heading, we got a bunch of warnings from friends and family that it was headed right for us. And this isn't the first time this has happened, but because
Oh yeah.
some people are even going off on a tangent saying that the Ohio Valley or like Tornado Valley or whatever has like moved or shifted. I'm like, no, it
Yeah.
hasn't. It hasn't. We've had tornadoes here before. It's just not as common as other places, is all.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so we were estimated around, I think it was around 5 o'clock or so. I don't remember exactly what time it actually got here. But yeah, when let's see, I know that at that time there ended up being around 7 confirmed tornadoes on the ground.
Oh, okay. So
Um,
it did hit the 7 mark.
oh yeah, well, since then there's been more. So
Oh, okay.
they've confirmed some in Chestertown, and um, they confirmed one in our town and the surrounding towns. We actually have pictures of some of the ones that friends of ours or family caught while like in traffic, for instance. um,
Oh yeah.
they put a state of emergency on the towns, and then I guess Kathy Holcho obviously like just hours later did a state of emergency for the whole state. But we got really, really lucky. But when we leave here, you start to see it's almost like it just kind of hop skipped around.
Yeah, you see little signs here and there.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
you go a little further and it's like I didn't even hear it. What happened? Like it's just it was devastating for some people, and it
Oh
was
yeah. Yeah.
eye opener for some that like here in the Adirondacks, for instance, we have a lot of white pines and a lot of big thick oaks. And um yesterday when I went into the out, I noticed that people had cut down their trees like that quick.
Oh man. Are you mean the ones that fell down or just to get rid of their
I
trees?
in my opinion, from what I've heard, in my opinion, that not only did they get taken care of what fell, they also cut down more trees away from their homes. Because here, it's nothing out of the ordinary to have a tree 8 foot from your house, or like we all live in tree
Yeah.
houses,
The, the only problem with that is when you start cutting trees down, that's when you start getting wind damage and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's because look at the Dust Bowl. You know,
Hmm.
everybody started building homes and whatnot. They cut a bunch of trees down for lumber and stuff, and then whoops, you
Yeah.
know, their
Well,
crops and everything got blown over because there was no protection.
even for lightning strikes, you should always keep some tall trees in your yard.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I'd, I'd rather my tree got hit than that my house did.
yeah, yeah. Any,
Oh, we got lightning rods. Uh, yeah.
yeah, but it was. I wish I could go into more detail, but it's a sight to see. A couple of years ago, just about a mile away is not where it started, but we could see it a mile away where the damage. It was an EF0, and it laid
Yeah.
the trees down the mountain like they were toothpicks. And I mean, I'm talking big, girthy white pines. And white pines don't go like your scrub pines or other pines. They have different kinds of roots. So they go
Oh yeah,
down and they go out. They don't just
yeah,
go. They're not trees that when it rains they just easily start toppling over like we see in different places like Florida when it gets wet, where trees after rains they just start falling over.
yeah.
The stores were crazy. They had water in the aisles off the shelves as well as the shelves full.
Yeah, that was another. There was a lot of flooding going on.
They were giving out water, food, and reminding people about when they do get their power on that they can get, if they qualify, you can get a free air conditioning.
Oh yeah. By the way, those air conditioners suck.
The free ones.
Oh, I have, and I thought, well, it'd be more efficient and everything because I got one and I put it in. Well, it's still in, but it's like 10 times louder and doesn't blow very cold air at all. So I'm thinking about putting the 30-year-old AC back in because it freeze you out, especially the way it's been hot and everything.
Right.
Oh yeah, and actually, if you're in Ohio, watch what hot dogs you eat because there's a lot of hot dogs that are on the recall list there.
One thing I do want to mention from this storm, as the crow speaks to, we have a beach that closed due to the storm. Now get this. It's closed because of E. coli because of the storm. That's what they're saying.
So was there a tornado over the lake where the beach is?
Well, I don't know if that one's been confirmed yet, but where the tornadoes haven't been confirmed yet, and they may be now, I just haven't looked. The winds were 87 miles per hour and above, and people from the boats were taking video of the land as it was happening or after it happened. But how do you get E. coli on a beach from a storm is my question.
It's actually quite easy.
Okay, all right. Because I
You,
didn't
you
mean
got
to try to feel. I feel kind of like
well.
dumbfounded. Like,
It depends if a tornado actually went over, a poop area
oh, okay,
where they clean the water and send it back to you.
okay.
Yeah, that's one of the worst things I've ever
Or like
heard of was a
outhouses.
tornado. No, an
No.
actual water treatment plant.
Yeah, reclaim water.
It went over water treatment and spread, all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Okay.
like the worst tornado path ever.
Well, there's not one of those over there, but I'm sure there's something.
Oh, I was like, that's gotta be horrible. Not only do you get a tornado, but you got, you know, flying turds all over the place.
Flying turds.
Anyway, from flying turds to, oops, sorry. And I know all the details and everything, what's going on, and what would make Joe Biden drop out of the presidential race. There are four reasons, and one kind of is very interesting. And I hate to say it, I really hate to say this, that somebody would do something like this, but it is the government and stuff, but anyways, I'll kind of sum through the four things here, and one is divine intervention. It's God's going to come down and speak to Biden and tell him, you must not enter the race, or something. I don't know, but that's what he says. That's one of the ways that he would not. And I'm not going to go too much into this because there's more to this story. Cold hard data, if it seems like he's losing, then he would drop out. No comment. A fateful accident. Yeah. For what? Why does he bring this stuff up? I don't know, because it's almost asking for it. The other one, a not yet diagnosed medical ailment. And that's the part I want to talk about here. And I'm not going to go into reading all this. It just, if something comes up that says he's unable to continue as, who he is, then he would drop out. With that being said, I'm sure everybody's heard it already. Biden tests positive for the big C. Now, I hate to say it, but would you put it past whoever's up there in charge somewhere in the Democratic, whoever's, would they do something like this to get him out? Unfortunately, he is an old man. He may, ride a bike halfway decent sometimes and seem like he's, can whip a whippersnapper and everything that he says he can. But anytime you introduce, a cold, anything, there's a chance it could be fatal. And I don't wish ill on anybody, even Biden. And I think that would be, we would never know it, but would that be something the elite people would do?
Well,
I'll leave it up to you guys. But
the picture you got up there right now, Bush.
Oh, I know.
That's
why I picked this one.
He has a tattoo on his left arm that he got decades ago, and for some reason it's not there while he's getting the pokey poke. So that's when people come up with this: is that him? Is that someone else? Did you have it removed?
Yeah. And with that,
you're not going to get COVID if you have these vaccinations. You're not going to get COVID if you have these vaccinations.
He's had it more than anyone I know.
and with that, and I hate to see this. I mean, again, from anyone, and you can hate this person all you want and everything for what he's done to this country and everything, but you should never wish ill on anybody. And you can pretty much see it here. I'm going to go ahead and mute it because all you're going to hear is the jet engines anyway. But I know in the past he's had issues with these things, but you can see he's having trouble getting up them stairs. He's using double arms to get up at points. And those last steps are they're getting to him.
Yep.
And it gets worse than that. I'm afraid. Let me bring up this other one here, and this is what after he's landed. And again, we won't see him for a week. We won't hear from him or anything like that. They'll be, oh, he's doing fine and all that stuff. But yeah, this is when he's coming back. I wish they wouldn't have cut this out, because it was like he does this number of like, where am I type thing. Now you have to pay attention. You have to look through the window and watch him get into his vehicle here. Yeah, he's having a hard time right now. Here's where you have to really pay attention to that, him getting in. And I muted it because all you hear is the jets. Finally has to get a push from the Secret Service, has to help him in. He's so weak now, he's having a hard time getting into a vehicle. And that's the Secret Service is actually putting his legs in the vehicle.
That's really sad.
Yes, it is. And he shouldn't be running this country. I mean,
No.
I know he's not, but he shouldn't. You know what I mean? I'm not saying Jill is the one, but
It's a big part of it.
she's doing a lot of the work, so to speak. And I'm not saying that's bad sometimes, because we've had other presidents that their wives had taken over the last part of their terms. But again, dependent on the woman too.
Right. Well, Jill spoke very loudly before he even sat in the White House. Just when he was running, she had a whole lot to say. It was like he would try to talk even, or just not talk, and she was the one talking. It's like, well, who's running here?
Yeah. And yeah, it's when you sit there and watch something like that, I'm look at it this way. If you've seen a grandparent or getting around like that, you'd be really concerned for them and stuff, saying that, they don't need to be out there working and stuff anymore. I mean, that would be the first thing you would think of if they had a job and stuff like that. You would say it's time to retire. Yeah.
At this point, though, at least we know what we got and what we're going to get
Yeah.
versus the other. Like, if he were to step down, I don't choke as much anymore saying that, it's a scary thing.
Yeah.
Who, like where we're
Who's taking
standing.
his place?
Right. But the thing, yeah, it's like, at least now we know what we have and what we're going to get.
Oh, Roosevelt. Yeah. Uh-oh. There's trouble. Hey there, Crazy.
Hi guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Was that your crow, or was it Lake's crow again?
That's mine.
That was like I haven't made coffee yet, so Mine's a coughing crow, though.
That's why I've been muted most of the time until I talk, because these see,
That's okay. I don't mind it.
Yep.
the crows are nuts this morning.
Sorry, I'm late. Okay, continue.
Okay, we got Trump campaign trolls Biden over VP debate, because there has been calls back and forth. Let's get it on. Let's debate. VP versus VP thing, and they're like, chances are you're not going to be the VP. So until we know for sure who the VP is, we're not setting anything up because it's just going to get canceled, which makes sense. It does. It really makes sense that why schedule something? Because I hate to say it, and the more it keeps going, it seems like that's where it's headed. You know, Harris will be running for president, and she has to pick a VP. Now, then that's when the VPs will go. And there's a big list of, and I don't know who's who or who would be better or who would be worse or anything like that. But you got Gavin Newsom, JP Pritzker, Gretchen. Oh, whoever it is, whoever she picks, that's who would be going up against, Vance. But yeah, I'm still on the fence with the whole pick with JD Vance, but I don't know. Trump thinks 10 steps ahead, so he has his reasons. So that's and you look and they said, well, Harris has more experience and stuff like that. Well, what has she done with that experience?
She knows how to put her feet up on the desk. That's about
it. And up on other places.
Just
right.
I know where you were going with that.
Heels up, Harris.
In this here story was very entertaining. No more sorrow bucks. Democrats suddenly hate billionaire donors as Biden accuses Elon Musk of trying to buy the election. Really?
Yeah.
Why?
He's just jealous.
You know how much money, like, again, Soros has given the Democratic Party, and multiple billionaires have given money to the campaigns and everything.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but
it's both sides,
there's a lot of defections coming from Silicon Valley that are just pumping money into the RNC. They're tired of the direction of this country, and these Dems, they're scared. They're running scared. I mean, even Pencil Neck Shifty Shift, he even said he wants Uncle Joe to bow out. So, because he's going to end up in jail anyway, hopefully. But yeah.
I think, and I don't like all this donation of money. There shouldn't be any of it. No businesses, no people donating money. It shouldn't. I don't think either party should have anybody donating to it, because
I agree. I agree with that if you had a free and fair press media, but we don't. So you've got to buy your spots to get the truth out.
Yeah, but then you owe me for funding your election.
Yep, that's politics.
Yeah, and that's where Yeah, I'm not. It would be nice if you would have, you know, two people get out and or remember back in the day when they used to ride on a train and pull up to a town and just tell them how it is, what they're gonna do when they get elected and all that stuff. Um, which is kind of what they do now, but you know, they fly to each town and have these rallies and whatnot. Um, yeah, a lot of this is it you know, under the table stuff, and wonder how much of the money actually goes towards it, not into people's pockets.
We have a
But you're always going to have that kind of thing, you know.
we have a breaking news alert in chat. Chris Pyatt and her husband are celebrating their 41 years.
Oh, congratulations!
Happy
Yeah,
anniversary.
Congrats!
Very nice.
And there was a lot of investigation going on, and like I said, I didn't want to get into the Trump thing and everything, but this guy really solved the whole thing, and I'll go ahead and put this up here. Now he makes a good valid point here. Um, although although I do know uh, how the person got on the roof and everything, but I'm not going to go there. But here we go.
So we're going to do a little test here to see if you guys can notice anything in my video. Okay, so pay close attention. We'll be right back. You guys notice anything? Can you see this? This is what they missed. The Secret Service missed this. So we're going to
Yeah, nobody's seen that.
I
They
know.
keep on showing that scene over and over again on the local news and everything else too, like how he's visibly right behind everybody.
Yeah, I can't.
Well,
remember it.
there has, and I didn't really want to get into this too much because
Oh,
Oh, it's okay.
you did it. You played the video. Oh my goodness.
the he was actually on the opposite side of the building where
Yeah.
the parking lot is.
Yep.
Now the picture everybody sees of the ladder, that's Secret Service. Put
Mhm.
that there to get up there afterwards. Now the report of there being a cop up there was somewhat true.
Yep.
Cop was boosted up there, and he lifted up. Bad guy turns his pew pew on him. He immediately lets go and he falls down. He actually got hurt. But from that point on, why didn't the second? I'm not going to go there, but if you and you can do this in Google Maps, you can go to the parking lot and see trucks that have ladders there. Now,
Yeah.
these people are saying, you know, CNN, do not listen to anything CNN says in the first
Nope.
place, because they said he went and bought a 5-foot ladder. Well, how did he get up from the 5-foot ladder to the 12-foot wall or roof?
Right.
For one thing. The second thing, that's not where he got up. There's a section along the businesses where he put a ladder that was setting right there on the dock, the loading dock. There was a ladder sitting right there. You can see it. You can see it in previous um, Google Map images and everything. That's how he got up. And um, right before, an hour before it even started, you can see him going around the building from 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 the Trump side. You can see him walking around the building with a backpack with a pointy thing sticking out of it.
Mhm.
A quite noticeable backpack.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Which the backpack was still up on the roof after
Yeah.
his thing did it, you know.
Yep.
But let's go ahead and play something nice.
Something nice.
Go put this up here. Now I'll kind of give you a backstory of this. A couple bikers were um, in a car wreck of some sort, and a nurse stopped her vehicle and ran out in traffic and gave aid to these bikers that were in this accident. Well, they since found out that her daughter was having a lemonade uh, sell on the side of the road. So I'll go ahead and play it. The whole club showed up for this. We need more of this, you know. And I bet you that girl, she sold out. But could you just imagine a whole biker club showing up for a lemonade stand sale?
Mom, we're gonna need more lemonade.
Yeah, a lot of sugar too.
Right.
Now this is the good news.
Yeah,
But see, most of motorcycle groups originated from veterans. You
oh
know,
yeah,
so
yeah.
they're gonna hey, the kid's doing something good, trying to learn the right way to make money and
Yeah.
be nice to people, and they're gonna do the same back.
And I know there are some not so good clubs out there, but they still do good things. And
Yes.
there are really good clubs like this, or that will come and protect little ones for
Oh yeah. They always
things.
do the Toys for Tot runs every year.
Yeah,
All of them do.
yeah. I remember watching one of these where it was the kid was getting bullied, and the parents went to the school and tried to, you know, do the thing and everything, and they said, well, there's nothing we can do, he's not being bullied, this and that. So club showed up one day. Where's this bully at? And they never did anything, but they suggested to leave him alone. uh, he was good after that. No more bullying. And the bullies of that school stopped doing their bullying to everybody.
Yep.
So a lot of people were very happy about this, and it's a shame that a third party has to come in and do this kind of stuff, because the schools, yeah, I don't know if it's their hands are tied or they just don't want to get involved, and it's a shame. And let me go ahead and I thought this was a really short video, but I think it's a good one. Now he's practicing with his bow or something, and she's got the binoculars to see where he hits and everything. just to make sure, make sure he's hitting the right spot in the. And this is not a real deer, by the way. You'll see. So let me go ahead and play this.
That's definitely not.
I think that.
That's definitely not.
This is awesome.
Will you marry me?
I bet you she was surprised.
Different.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I thought that was a good, one of those good videos that we need to see, that there's, good things every once in a while.
Yes, like there's still human life happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nope.
And
Traditional proposal.
yeah, I know I said I wasn't going to get into this thing, but
Dun dun dun. Food time.
and I'm not going to say a thing, just no comment.
Where's the beef?
No. Evidently that not all
Yeah, not all roofs are unclimbable.
Yeah.
Shit.
And this is a thing going on right now. In over in Africa, there was one where they had an elephant on a roof.
Oh no.
Because if you didn't know, the reason why there was nobody on said roof was it was too slippery, and they didn't want to get any Secret Service individuals hurt.
Mm.
And you can see it's, if a cow can scale a roof like that, why can't we get some Secret Service to do it? I don't know. Yeah.
What are they in the Secret Service for then?
We have deer and other animals that get on people's roofs because, like, a house might be close enough to a hill or like whatever, and they just kind of jump over.
Land there. Yep.
Speaking of, the bears are opening the refrigerators up here in the Adirondacks again in upper New York State. They're just opening the front door and opening your fridge. Yep. So that's happening again.
Oh, and I actually I got one for Allie too.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Oh,
a turtle.
That's my favorite animal.
Oh, she's gonna love that, but she has issues with giraffes.
Yeah, I know. It's even worse now. Look at it. Look how it's scooting down so you can smell that thing.
That is adorable. Oh, it's like helping.
He's trying to help him cross the field.
Go faster. So if anyone doesn't know, Allie's always said that if you took somebody who maybe couldn't see, and if you explained a unicorn or a giraffe, which is more believable, a horse with a horn or a fat bottom long neck or horned long neck cheetah patterned animal with a black or blue tongue that's 40 feet tall.
Right.
Favorite. That is adorable. I'll have to go back on the live and show her later. That is so cool. That is adorable.
That is cool.
Thank you. I love that.
Okay, and I don't know. And this is mainly, they said it's Ohio area, but and I don't think I need to put it on the screen because it's just what you call it. Let me do this here. A recall on hot dogs, and it's actually a Kentucky-based company, and I'll give you the list of it's 10-pound boxes containing 2 5-pound vacuum packed packages containing French City Foods hot dogs, and another box, the same similar box, vacuum packed, two 5-pound things, pork, beef, dextrose, salt, sugar, maple, geo browned, all meat hot dogs. Why somebody would name that I have no idea, but um, I think these are mainly that go out to restaurants and things. So, um, and the other one is pretty much the same thing. 10, 10-pound boxes containing 2 5-pound vacuum packed. Uh, in all, there was 6,900 pounds of this product being recalled. So, if you're in the Ohio area, Kentucky, because they evidently supply a good bit of hot dogs, and it's the AW Farms. So be on the lookout for those.
Thank you, because it's that time of year where a lot of people are making
Yeah.
dinners, at
Yeah.
barbecues and picnics.
Yep.
Oh, Walmart did. Yeah, it might be those. I don't know. But it seems like those are the ones that go to restaurants and stuff. The 5-pound, or it could. Well, I think those were 3-pound that were used to be in. I don't know if they're still in Walmart. I don't. I try to stay away from Walmart meat completely. I've got to where like the hot dogs. Um, there's so much icky stuff in a hot dog now. Ugh.
Makes you sick from eating them just for a couple of days in a row. If you get a couple of cookouts planned out,
Oh yeah,
please swap it around because it's gross.
yeah. In the place I just went and got um, a meat package, they do have 5-pound things of hot dogs. So I'm wondering. I kind of want to go and check and see if those are the ones. But those ones are all beef, natural casing and the whole 9 yards. So those ones are probably good. Um, let's see here. It's that time. So go get your snacks now.
Hurry up. Popcorn.
Um,
Something.
okay, let's put it up on the screen. And I just love this lady. She gets some good cooking every once in a while, and you maybe get a prayer too in the mix too. So it makes it good. Homemade cheese tacos, and she says her family just ate them up. So, and I'll go ahead and put her link down in here. So if you guys want to go check her out,
Good, there's no eggs in it. Running eggs. Yay.
well, there is right there. No, I'm just joking.
No. Eating something.
Okay. Are we gonna,
Okay, guys, so
there
it
we go.
says spread cheddar cheese because I was like, wait a minute, how am I going to curve it? And how many minutes do I keep it in here? So it says spread the cheddar cheese on the okay, I did that. Bake in the preheated oven until cheese melts and is lightly brown, 6 to 8 minutes. Cool for 2 to 3 minutes. Lift with a spatula and drape over the wrapped wooden handle of a spoon to make the taco shell shape. Cool until set about 10 minutes. So I have the wooden padded spoon. I think I got like 2 of them, but they're saying put it between, wrap the handle of the wooden spoon with foil,
Yeah.
balance between 2 tall cans. Now, who got time for all that? Should I try that, guys? Okay, let me get 2 of my cooking pans right here. cooking cans. Okay.
She needs more equipment in
Let
her
me get a
kitchen.
wooden spoon. I'm gonna see how this is gonna work, guys. I don't know.
Jeez.
When me and my daughter made it before, we didn't do that. So just hold on, okay, guys? Okay, guys. So this is for them. That's 2. I'm going to take them out. I just took them out the oven. Now I'm going to put them on the rack over here. So hold on. Okay, check me out,
I guess
guys. I
that'll
got
work.
one there. I'm taking them out. I'm taking my time. Looks like a science experiment. I don't want to mess them up. You can see that. So, yeah, you can see it. Okay, so now we're going to do the third one. And
They actually have molds for these to make
what
taco
I did,
shells
what they
and
didn't
stuff.
say, I sprayed my parchment paper as well. Because think about it, this is all types of cheese.
So that would make it. Go ahead and skip ahead.
I know I got that on
Because you get the idea. That's how it's just cheese to make the shells.
But those are better though because they're a little bit more flat bottomed, so you can fill them more.
So I don't know. So what I'm
Well, that and it's
right
you know
now.
it's not bread.
Yep.
So less carbs. A lot less carbs.
Oh yeah.
Let's go with the find
this one. Okay, so we have our ground beef and turkey mix, homemade taco meat, and then we have some shredded cheese. We have our romaine lettuce, nice, fresh, and chopped. I made my own salsa.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's get this started, right?
You got that cottage cheese thing. I'm gonna try it eventually one day.
Okay, you can put sour cream on this as well. I might do sour cream on mine.
Because I was actually thinking of doing that and making my tomato sandwich.
Ooh, that would be good.
I'll use this one. I'm gonna use sour cream, or I might just use. I like chive and onion, cream cheese, but we'll see. Okay, so let's get started. So here we go, guys, to show you how sturdy they are.
Yeah, you just have to watch those low carb things
really
are actually worse than eating the carbs.
Taco itself is made out of cheese.
The fillers that they put in that. There are some good ones though, yeah.
Because of what it's made with, the extra stuff.
We're gonna put some.
Can't pronounce it.
Just a little.
And say it. You shouldn't eat it.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna add some of my homemade taco.
Well, the cottage cheese thing is you take cottage cheese and egg and cheese and you blend it up and you pour it on a parchment paper and bake it in the oven. It makes flatbread.
I made corn.
Never tried it,
this
but
sweet
yeah.
corn on the cob, so we're gonna put that there on the plate. Now, let me close this up because this will fly. I'm gonna hurt it. Let me put this back on the stove. Get. Let me cover this up. All right, guys. So now I'm going to put. I think I'm going to do mine with sour cream. I mean, cream cheese.
Cream cheese? I never thought of that.
All right, so here we go, guys. Yeah, I'm using cream cheese on top of mine. It just gives it a little more flavor than that. I like sour cream too, don't get me wrong. This came out great, guys. And what I was saying before when I was showing you guys the food, I like cooking with my hands. I like knowing it's something that I made. I know what's being put in it. I like eating out too, don't get me wrong. You guys have seen me do a lot of videos on that and ordering food. But the more I get to loving, you know what I'm saying? The more I cook healthy, the more I love eating fresh foods. Cooking it yourself.
Yeah, that's the point right there. Bypassing that grocery store is always better. So much better when you go out in the garden and get all your ingredients to make your dinner and whatnot.
Homemade cheese tacos, homemade salsa, and I made the turkey and ground beef taco mix. taco meat. I'm sorry. I put some sour cream and onion and chives on top of mine with some romaine lettuce, some fire roasted tomatoes. That's my corn. God bless you guys. Look, everything looks so fresh, doesn't it, guys?
There you go. Make sure you go check her out. Go ahead and drop her link one more time.
That looks so good.
Oh yeah.
It felt,
Yeah, she has some good food on there too.
it felt good last night going out. We haven't picked everything yet. I got to go back out again today and tomorrow, but it felt good. Even Bigfoot brought stuff to work this morning.
Oh, that's good.
From the garden, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's it's so nice when you can sit there. All this, and this came from the garden. You know.
I do that during family dinners, and that
Yeah.
that gal that is, it does
Yeah.
feel good because you know where it came from, and it wasn't, you didn't pay those prices. Like, I'm sorry, who wants to pay $3 for a tomato? Because a lot of our tomatoes are like $2.99 a pound.
Yeah.
I mean, you spend that much in a package of seeds or nothing because you've saved your seeds.
Yep. Exactly. Okay. That's pretty much it for today. I will. Um, I I just bought some at a meat market. Um, we have a meat market down here. I'm gonna test them out, see how where they. So far, their bacon's good, because I had the bacon this morning. Um, but if you can grow your own stuff and um, have a place to get the meat that's not processed and injected with a bunch of stuff, then you're on the right path. Yeah, when a lot of times, well, in a winter months,
No,
you'll
a
see them.
pound, $3
Yeah,
a pound. Yeah,
you'll see them up that high,
yeah,
2.99 up.
yeah. That's what I'm going on is winter prices because that's the last time I bought a tomato.
Yeah, find a local farmer. Yeah,
Yeah,
That's what I just did over the week with the local farming because you get that HIPAA incentive back. If you spend $40 or more at the local farm on their local produce, then you
oh,
get it back.
well, who was paying attention last year when I weighed? Last year, maybe the year before that, Big Bertha and Gertrude. I usually name a tomato every year. What were they, like a pound and 3/4 or something for one tomato?
Something
oh
like
yeah.
that. It
It
was
doesn't
crazy.
take long. You
Yep.
know, if you get a big tomato for a sandwich, uh, that's easy $3 right there for a
Right.
big tomato. But anyways, I do have a really good video coming out here at 1 o'clock premiere. Hopefully, I can make it back by time the premieres goes off. I've been getting pretty bad at missing my own premieres, but it's a good premiere. Check it out. I'll be here tomorrow at in the morning again, and we'll probably have a little bit longer news live for tomorrow since it's Friday. And not sure who's going to live tonight or anything. Yeah. Uh, but we'll see you on the next one. Like always, guys, God bless.
God bless.
Bless.